nambari ya yule mwingine.
The reaction elicited by this advertisement that basically encourages people who are in stable relationship or those who are married but still have multiple partners to use a condom would suggest that Mpango Kando phenomenon is alien in this community. However, a walk down the Luanda-Kotieno beach suggests that this practice is rife and puts to shame all the reactions that were against this campaign.
Ni kupata samaki ni ngumu.
It is difficult for a woman to get fish from the fishermen unless you are having a sexual relationship with them.
Ambao wameenda kuvua samaki. Mimi nilipokuja hapa nikiwa mgeni.
I came here to trade in fish sector. Reaching this beach, the main business was to get fish from the fishermen to the weighing scale. For 3 days, I couldn't get anyone to give me a job until one approached me and told me be his partner before he could give me fish. I now have 6 partners, but I don't want them to know each other.
Mwingine pia akaja akaniambia hiyo. Sasa sitaki yange wajuane, lakini wako wasita wanavua wote na ni marafiki zangu. Ukikosana na mmoja, ukiwa na rafiki ukosana na yeye, siku hiyo hata kupatia samaki yake. Atasema ikiwa
It's tricky to have one partner, as he's likely to deny you fish when you disagree with him. We play safe by having many partners.
Tuwe nao. Inahatarisha maisha yetu, sababu nilikuja hapa, mimi mwenyewe nilikuja hapa kama niko mzima.
It's risky. I came here when I was in good health, but I've since contracted the HIV virus.
Watu wenye wako hapa, wanawake wenye wako hapa, wako na jabo ya sasa.
You know, each woman has her fisherman partner. At times it calls for snatching the fisherman from your fellow woman to enjoy his goodwill.
Kwa hiyo jabo yake na uingie, ni upate samaki.
Mpango wa Kando niko naye 5.
Kwa nini uko nayo 5?
Kwa sababu
I have 5 different male partners apart from my husband. This is to ensure all my needs are taken care of. A man to look after my hair, my children's school fees, and so forth.
Sasa ndio niko na mpango wa Kando karibu 5.
Hiyo ni ukweli kwa sababu unajua hapa ni beach Mpango.
Having multiple partners is the norm here.
Sababu hiyo ndio mpango ya Kando ndio iko hapa.
Of the 10 women I spoke to here along Luanda-Kotieno Beach in Siaya County, at least each confessed of having between 3 and 5 other sexual partners apart from their husbands. This puts into perspective the latest National AIDS Control Council statistics that indicate at least 44% of new infections happens amongst married couples and those in stable relationships. Join me tomorrow as I give you details of how retrogressive cultural practices continue to curtail the grand march towards zero. Achola Simon, reporting for Channel 1 News in Luanda-Kotieno, Siaya County.
Mpango wa Kando niko naye 5.
This is despite the fact that Siaya County falls in the cluster of 10 counties that bears the greatest burden of HIV/AIDS in the country. But what are the contributory factors to such behavior in this region?
Mimi kwa hivi mimi nimeshakaa kwa mwaka 20 kutoka.
My husband passed on 20 years ago. Since then, I have had 10 different unsuccessful marriages. This is due to the cultural demands that stipulate I must have sexual intercourse at the onset of planting season, harvesting, and when my child gets married.
Sasa sahi niko na bwana ya 10.
In the cultural settings for Luo women, when the husband dies, naturally they have to be inherited. So because of that, most women decide to come to the lake. Majority of the people are coming to the lake because they want to be cleansed. And then in the process of this, then they end up into having multiple sexual partners within the fishing community.
Kwa majina naitwa Maureen Achieng Oyugi. Kwetu ni...
My name is Maureen Achieng Oyugi. I came here from Ugenya after the demise of my husband to find ways to fend for myself and my family.
Nije hapa Luanda nipate vile naweza kujisaidia.
Kwa sababu kama nilikuwa huko nyumbani.
When my husband passed on, my brother-in-laws wanted me to just sit around and not engage in anything. I couldn't get food for my family while my brothers-in-law wives openly discriminated against me because of my status.
Yani mabibi yao wanaongea mbaya. Sijui bwana yangu alikufa kwa sababu ya ugonjwa wa ukimwi.
It's quite true. Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, we had a case. A case was brought in this office by some men from Ugenya. They said that they were looking for somebody by the name Rosemary Awino, whom disappeared from their home. And when they tried to trace or to find her whereabouts, they got information that Rosemary came or went to Luanda Kotieno. Okay, those guys who were looking for Rosemary were her in-laws. Rosemary's husband passed a month ago, and he came here because he didn't agree with her in-laws over wife inheritance. That is according to her culture. Okay.
The cultural practices and beliefs that surrounds the construction of a boat like this one and eventually allowing it into the lake for fishing escapade is one that the locals say exposes them to the likelihood of contracting the HIV virus.
Hakuna kitu ama kazi yoyote ya uvuvi inaweza fanywa bila kufuata mila ya jamii wa Jaluo.
There's not activity surrounding fishing practice that can be done without adhering to Luo cultural practices. For instance, to commence the construction of a boat, one must have sex. Before the boat is allowed into the lake, again the owner must have sex, and this contributes to the spread of HIV/AIDS.
Wakati niliacha shule, nikakuwa na miaka kama 25 hivi.
When I dropped out of school, I wanted to make my own boat, and I was instructed to get a woman for sexual intercourse. Since I was not married then, I went to the beach and found one. I was later diagnosed with the HIV virus.
Nikafuata hizo mila zote, alafu baadaye nikapata ugonjwa ya ukimwi.
First of all is of course educate them more about HIV. Give and then we will create demand for uptake of these other services like HIV counseling and testing. They will also be able to understand the reason for male circumcision, so that they'll be able to go for the male circumcision, and also make the communication better between them and their partners.